Welcome to HH28, where we unravel the secrets of self-discovery and matchmaking. We are Hugh and Heather,
two master holistic guides dedicated to helping you navigate the worlds of numerology, astrology, and personality in pursuit of meaningful connections.
Hey there, ready to dive into the world of numerology? See how it plays out in the lives of some pretty famous figures. We're talking those life path numbers, the ones calculated from your birth date that supposedly reveal your core traits and tendencies.
It's fascinating how numerology suggests this underlying blueprint that shapes our strengths, challenges, and even destinies.
Okay, I love that. A roadmap, not a rule book.
Think of it less like a fortune cookie and more like a roadmap, highlighting potential paths and patterns.
So we're not saying Beyoncé is destined to be a superstar just because of her life path number.
Right.
But that it might offer some clues about her drive and creative energy.
Exactly. And that's what we'll be unpacking today, those core characteristics associated with each life path number and how those traits seem to resonate in the lives of iconic figures. We'll start with life path 1, those who blaze their own trails. Think bold, independent, natural-born leaders.
All right, life path 1, give me some names. Who are we talking about here?
Well, two figures who immediately come to mind are Martin Luther King Jr. and Oprah Winfrey. Now, on the surface, they might seem worlds apart.
Right.
But both embody that life path 1 leadership in powerful ways.
That's interesting. The one a civil rights leader, the other a media mogul. How does their leadership style, as dictated by life path 1, manifest differently?
King's leadership was very much about rallying a movement, challenging the status quo, and demanding justice. His was a path forged in the fires of social change, requiring immense courage and unwavering conviction.
He was willing to risk everything for what he believed in, facing down incredible opposition with almost superhuman resolve.
Precisely. Now, Oprah's leadership, while still impactful, takes on a different form.
Okay.
She's not leading a political revolution, but she's built an empire on empowering others, amplifying marginalized voices, and fostering a sense of connection and self-belief.
It's like they both tapped into that innate life path 1 drive to lead and inspire, but channeled it through completely different avenues, shaped by their individual circumstances and passions.
Exactly. And that's an important point to remember throughout our exploration. Life path numbers provide a framework, but it's the individual's unique experiences and choices that truly color within those lines.
Okay, I'm hooked. What comes after the trailblazers of life path 1? What's next on our numerological roadmap?
If life path 1 is about standing out, life path 2 is about bringing people together. Think diplomats, mediators, those who value harmony and cooperation above all else.
The peacemakers. Okay, who embodies that life path 2 energy?
Well, it's almost too perfect, but our very first president, George Washington, is a life path 2. And when you think about it, his role in establishing a nation, in uniting those disparate colonies under a common goal that very much aligns with the core essence of this life path.
He's often remembered for his leadership during wartime, but his ability to bring people together, to find compromise and build consensus, was crucial in those early years of nation building.
Absolutely. And what's particularly fascinating is that another prominent figure in American history, Abraham Lincoln, is listed under 2 life paths, 2 and 5.
Wait, hold on. 2 life path numbers. How does that even work? Does that mean his personality was somehow split?
It's unusual, but because of how the calculations work, someone can embody the energies of multiple life paths. And in Lincoln's case, it speaks to his complex and multifaceted legacy.
Okay.
He was both a peacemaker, deeply desiring to heal the divides within the nation, but also someone who had to navigate immense change and upheaval during his presidency, very much the realm of life path 5.
So his life path 2 might explain his desire to avoid war, to find a peaceful resolution.
Right.
While his life path 5 might have given him the strength and adaptability to lead through those incredibly turbulent times.
Exactly. It's like having 2 sets of tools in your toolbox, each useful for different situations and challenges. Now, speaking of life path 5.
Those who crave adventure and aren't afraid of a little chaos. Tell me more.
You're picking up on the energy already. Life path 5 is all about freedom, adaptability, and a relentless thirst for new experiences. It's no surprise, then, that this life path attracts individuals who push boundaries and redefine what's possible.
Okay, I need examples. Give me some names that scream life path 5.
Well, if we're talking about pushing boundaries in the world of music, Freddie Mercury definitely comes to mind. His flamboyant stage presence, his fearless experimentation with sound, his constant desire to break free from convention, that's life path 5 energy in its purest form.
He was a true original, constantly reinventing himself and pushing the limits of what a walk star could be, and thinking about how he navigated his personal life too, with all its complexities and challenges. You can see that Life Path 5 adaptability shining through.
Absolutely. And it's not just about external displays of freedom. It's about a mindset, an internal compass that guides them towards the unconventional. Take Coco Chanel, for example. Talk about shaking things up in a traditionally rigid industry.
Wow.
She revolutionized fashion, broke free from the restrictive corsetry of the time, and constantly sought new ways to express herself through design.
She was a visionary, a true trailblazer who wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. It makes you wonder if that inherent Life Path 5 adaptability is what allowed her to not only survive but thrive in the cutthroat world of Parisian fashion.
It's definitely an interesting connection to consider. And it highlights how these life path traits can manifest differently, depending on the individual's chosen field and personal circumstances.
Okay, so we've had the trailblazers, the peacemakers, the adventurers. What's next on our numerological journey?
Life Path 6 brings us to a place of harmony, nurturing, and a deep sense of responsibility for others.
Okay.
Think caregivers, healers, those who find fulfillment in creating a sense of belonging and well-being for those around them.
This sounds like a life path with a lot of heart. Who are some figures who exemplify these qualities?
Lyndon B. Johnson, despite being a complex and often controversial figure, demonstrated a strong commitment to social reform and uplifting the less fortunate.
Right.
His pursuit of social justice, particularly with the passage of the Civil Rights Act, aligns with that caring, compassionate nature of a Life Path 6.
That's a really insightful point. It reminds us that numerology isn't about painting people in broad strokes. It's about understanding the nuances of how these energies manifest in their lives and choices.
Precisely. And for another example of how this Life Path 6 energy can find expression, look no further than John Lennon.
Okay.
He was deeply committed to using his platform to advocate for peace, love, and a more just world.
Right.
Themes that resonated deeply with millions.
It's like they both channeled that inherent Life Path 6 desire for harmony and justice, each in their own way, shaping the world around them through their actions and influence.
And that's a powerful reminder that even within a shared life path, expression can take many forms, driven by individual passions and experiences.
Okay, from the heart of Life Path 6, where do we go next?
Life Path 7 takes us inward. This is the realm of introspection, analysis, and a deep desire to understand the hidden workings of the universe.
The seekers, the philosophers, the ones who always need to know why.
Exactly. Charles Darwin, with his meticulous observations and groundbreaking theories on natural selection, perfectly embodies that Life Path 7 drive to uncover the mysteries of the natural world.
Right.
He dedicated his life to seeking knowledge, meticulously gathering evidence, and challenging long-held beliefs.
He completely revolutionized our understanding of life on Earth. And you can see that relentless pursuit of knowledge, needing to delve deeper, as a hallmark of his life path.
And what's fascinating is how this Life Path 7 energy can manifest in fields beyond science and academia. Take J.K. Rowling, for example.
Okay.
Her creation of the intricate and deeply layered world of Harry Potter, with its complex characters and exploration of good versus evil, speaks to that same desire to explore hidden truths and universal themes.
It's like they both created their own universes, in a way, fueled by that inherent Life Path 7 need to make sense of the world, both the seen and the unseen.
It's a fascinating parallel, isn't it? And it highlights how diverse the expression of a single life path number can be.
Okay, on to Life Path 8. What's the energy we're dealing with here? So Life Path 8, are we talking about? Those destined for Wall Street? What's the vibe here?
Well, there's definitely an ambition and drive associated with Life Path 8, a natural inclination toward leadership. But it's not limited to the boardroom. These are the builders, the ones who see potential and have the determination to make it a reality. Think big picture, long-term vision, leaving a legacy that lasts.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me some examples of these legacy builders.
Winston Churchill, a man who steered Britain through its darkest hour during World War II, embodies that Life Path 8 strength and resilience in the face of extraordinary challenges. He had this unwavering determination, this ability to rally a nation and inspire hope when it was most needed.
He's the embodiment of leadership under pressure. Not someone who shies away from a challenge, that's for sure.
Exactly. And speaking of navigating complex landscapes, another Life Path 8 who comes to mind is Bill Clinton. Think about his presidency, the political battles, the economic upswing, even the personal scandals he faced.
Right.
He was constantly navigating choppy waters, yet he managed to maintain a remarkable level of political acumen throughout.
He was known for his charisma, his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. And that feels very much in line with that Life Path 8 ability to command attention and inspire action.
It's interesting you say that because there's often a misconception that Life Path 8 is all about power and material success, but it's also about using that influence to create positive change. It's about recognizing potential, both in themselves and in the world around them, and having the drive to make a lasting impact.
Okay, so it's not just about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about having a vision and the tenacity to make it real. All right, we're on to our final single-digit life clunk before we dive into the master numbers.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Life Path 9?
Life Path 9 is interesting because it's very outwardly focused. Where Life Path 7 seeks internal wisdom, Life Path 9 seeks to apply compassion and idealism to make a tangible difference in the world.
Okay, so we're talking about humanitarians, activists, people who lead with their hearts.
Exactly. Think of someone like Mother Teresa, a truly iconic Life Path 9. Her entire life was dedicated to serving the poorest of the poor, driven by an unshakable belief in the inherent dignity of every human being.
She's like the embodiment of selfless service. Definitely a tough act to follow.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at the list, we also got someone like Michael Jackson, who, while known for his music, was also deeply involved in philanthropy and humanitarian efforts.
And that's a great example of how, even within the same life path, expression can take many forms. Michael Jackson used his global platform to raise awareness and funds for countless causes, proving that even through entertainment, a Life Path 9 can make a significant impact.
It's like they both tapped into that desire to heal the world, just through different avenues. Okay, we've covered the single-digit life paths, but things are about to get really interesting as we move into master number territory. What makes these numbers so special, aside from sounding super cool?
Master numbers 11, 22, and 33 carry an amplified energy. It's like they're operating on a higher frequency, capable of incredible things, but also facing greater challenges on their path. Imagine having all the potential of a regular life path number, but dialed up to 11.
Okay, intrigue level officially peaked. Let's start with master number 11. What's the deal with these folks?
Life Path 11 is all about intuition, inspiration, and illuminating the world with their unique vision. They're often drawn to fields like spirituality, art, and philosophy, where they can explore the deeper mysteries of life. They're here to shake things up, challenge the status quo, and inspire us to see the world through a new lens.
Okay, so we're talking deep thinkers, visionaries, maybe even a little bit mystical. Give me some examples of famous 11s.
Well, someone like Albert Einstein, while renowned for his scientific genius, also possessed an almost childlike sense of wonder and a deep belief in the power of imagination, traits often associated with Life Path 11.
That's so interesting. It's like his scientific breakthroughs were fueled by both logic and intuition, a combination that allowed him to see beyond the accepted paradigms of his time.
Precisely. He had this incredible ability to tap into a realm beyond the purely rational, and that's often a hallmark of master numbers. Now, for a different expression of Life Path 11, look no further than Beyoncé.
She's another Life Path 11.
Right, absolutely. And while her medium is music and performance, her ability to connect with audiences on such a visceral level, to inspire and empower through her artistry that speaks to the potent energy of Life Path 11.
It's like they both use their platforms to elevate and inspire, just in completely different ways. Okay, on to master number 22. What can you tell us about this path?
If Life Path 11 illuminates with inspiration, Life Path 22 builds with purpose. These are the master manifestors, the ones who can take grand visions and make them a reality in the material world.
That's what we're talking about: builders, entrepreneurs, people who leave a tangible legacy.
Precisely. Think of someone like Richard Branson, a classic Life Path 22. His entrepreneurial spirit, his ability to launch multiple successful businesses, to innovate and disrupt entire industries, that's the hallmark of a 22.
He's definitely not afraid to dream big and then go after those dreams with everything he's got.
Yeah.
And looking at the list, we've got another heavy hitter, Peter Jackson, the filmmaker behind the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Talk about bringing a massive vision to life.
Absolutely. Adapting a beloved and complex fantasy series like Lord of the Rings for the big screen requires not only artistic talent, but also incredible organizational skills, attention to detail, and the ability to manage a huge project with countless moving parts, all qualities often found in those with a Life Path 22.
It's like they both possess this unique ability to take something from the realm of imagination and make it real, tangible, and impactful for the world to experience. Okay, we're on to the last and perhaps most intriguing of the master numbers, Life Path 33. What makes this number so special, even among the master numbers?
Life Path 33 is often referred to as the master teacher, and it's considered the most spiritually evolved of all the life paths. These individuals possess a profound capacity for love, compassion, and service to humanity, often dedicating their lives to uplifting others and alleviating suffering.
Wow, that's a lot to live up to. It sounds like Life Path 33s are here to make a real difference in the world. Who are some famous figures who embody this powerful path?
Well, it's interesting because with Life Path 33, the energy can manifest in ways that aren't always about outward achievement or recognition. Take Albert Schweitzer, for example.
Oh, wow, the humanitarian doctor who dedicated his life to serving the sick in Africa.
Exactly. He gave up a promising career in Europe to build a hospital in Gabon, driven by this profound sense of compassion and a belief in the interconnectedness of all humanity. His life's work embodies that Life Path 33 dedication to service, to alleviating suffering wherever it exists.
That's incredible. It's like they're here to remind us of our shared humanity, to inspire us to reach beyond ourselves and work towards a greater good.
And that's a powerful message, especially in today's world.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the ambitious ones to the compassionate nines and those fascinating master numbers. It's amazing to see how these numerological blueprints might play out in the lives of such influential figures. But what about for those of us who aren't world leaders or rock stars? What can we take away from all this?
That's the beauty of numerology. It's not just about celebrities and historical figures. It's a tool for self-discovery for everyone. These life path numbers, these core characteristics, they're reflected in all of us. By understanding the energies at play, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own strengths, challenges, and potential paths.
So it's like having this fascinating lens through which to view ourselves and the world around us.
Exactly. It's about recognizing patterns, understanding motivations, and using those insights to navigate our own journeys with greater awareness and intention.
This has been incredibly insightful. I feel like I have a whole new perspective on these famous figures and their incredible journeys. And who knows, maybe even a little more clarity on my own path.
And that's what we hope for with every deep dive, to spark curiosity, ignite those aha moments, and leave you with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you.
Well, mission accomplished. To our amazing listeners, we hope this deep dive into the world of numerology and famous lives has left you feeling inspired, intrigued, and maybe even a little more connected to the fascinating tapestry of human experience. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep embracing the endless possibilities that life has to offer.